Good day, grade 1. Today we're going to talk about a lesson that will surely be very interesting for you. And the title of our lesson is Subtracting Numbers with Regrouping. And to start, we will have our story time. And the title of our story is In the Orange Farm. One day, Emma went to their orange farm with her friend Ali. They saw the 65 oranges that their farmers picked. She gave 27 pieces to Ali. How many oranges were left with Emma? Take note of the total number of oranges the farmers harvested and the total number of oranges Emma gave to Ali. The total number of oranges is 65 and the number of oranges given is 27. To find out the number of oranges left with Emma, let us subtract the 65 by 27. This time, we will do subtraction of numbers with regrouping. So, this is step 1. Since 7 is bigger than 5, we cannot subtract them. So, we need to regroup 110 into 10 ones. Now, we have 15 ones. So, we have here the 6 tens or 60 and then the 5 ones. So, we have here 65. Minus 2 tens or 20 and then the 7 ones, we have here 27. So 65 minus 27. Now, we are going to do regrouping. So we have here again 60 and then we are going to regroup from it or from the tens place. That's why the ones place now will become 15 because we gave a 10 to it. So now we have here 15. And since we regrouped from the tens place, we now have 50. And then of course minus 27. So we have here again 65 minus 27. So since we regrouped from the tens place, we have here of course 6 minus 1 or its actual value is of course 60 minus 10. And now this place value, the ones place will become 10 plus 5. So there, we may now subtract the ones place. So now, we will now subtract the ones. So again, we have here 60 and then we regrouped from it. So now the ones place becomes 15. Then of course 60 will become just 50 and then minus 27. So we have here now 15 minus 7. We have here 8. There. Now we have here again 65 minus 27. 5 now becomes 15 and 15 minus 7 is 8. And of course 6 will become just 5 or 50 in its actual value. Now for step 3, we're going to subtract the tens. Remember, we regrouped 110, so now we only have 5 tens. So again, we have here 60 and then the 5 ones, but of course we regrouped from the tens place. So now there's the 10 and then it becomes 15. And then 60 of course becomes just 50 minus 27. So now we were able to subtract 15 minus 7. So we have here 8. And then of course 50 minus 20, we have here 30. So as you can see, we have here 38. So again, we have here 65 minus 27. So again, we have here 15 because we regrouped from the tens place. So 15 minus 7 is 8. 6 now becomes just 5. And 5 minus 2 is 3. So we have here 38. So again, 65 minus 27. We regrouped from the tens place. So now 5 becomes 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. 6 now becomes just 5. And 5 minus 2 is 38. So we have here 38 oranges left for Emma. Let's have another example. So, we have here step 1. Since 6 is bigger than 3, we cannot subtract them. So, we need to regroup 110 into 10 ones. Now, we have 13 ones. So, we have here 50 and then 3. So, we have here 53 minus 10 or 110 and then of course the 6 ones. So, we have here 16. And we are going to do regrouping again. So we have here 50 and then of course the ones place we only have 3 and we cannot subtract 3 by 6. So we need to regroup from the tens place again. So we have here the 10 and then now it becomes 13. And 50 now will just become 40. And then of course minus 16. There. So now we have here again 53 minus 16. So since we regrouped from the tens place, 5 now will lose 1 or 50 minus 10. And then of course, the 10 will go to the ones place. So we have here now 10 plus 3. And we may now subtract the ones. So again, 50 will give a 10 to the ones place. So it will become 13. 50 will become 40 minus 16, and 13 minus 6 is 7. Now, we have here again 53 minus 16, and then of course, since we regroup from the tens place, we now have 13, and then 13 minus 6, we have 7. 5 now becomes just 4. And step 3, let's subtract the tens this time. Remember, we regrouped 1 10, so now we only have 4 tens. So we have here again 50, and then of course we gave a 10 to the ones place, so now we have here 13. Then of course 50 will become 40, and then of course 40, and then we will minus 10, and then of course 6. So 13 minus 6, we have 7, and then 40 minus 10, we'll have 30. So again, we have 53 minus 16, so regrouping from the tens place, 3 now becomes 13. 13 minus 6 is 7. 5 now becomes just 4, and 4 minus 1 is of course 3. And we have here 37 as the difference. Again, 53 minus 16, 3 now will become 13 because we regroup from the tens place. And then 13 minus 6 is 7, and then 5 now will just become 4, and 4 minus 1 of course is 3. So we have here 37 as the difference. Good job, my dear grade 1. Now you already know how to do subtraction with regrouping.